everyone. Welcome to this Thursday live chat. I hope everyone is having a great day today. I missed you guys yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day, very busy, but I am glad to be back with you for our live chats. And let me see. So yeah, let me go back over here and get in here. So how's everybody doing? All's good in the world. Let me make sure I'm live and everybody's coming in. Yeah. So I am now, why is everything moving so slow? Okay, I think I am live, so good to know that. Going to make sure I can see. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. Hey, Trish. When you're not here for a day, you don't know what happens and if something isn't working or whatever. So I think we're good to go. It's a little static on that side, but hey, Cindy, how are you guys doing? I see a lot of you. We still have our hey, Jamie, our challenge going. So that's very exciting. Whoops. Some of you know about the challenge, some of you don't. Wrong. I'm on the wrong page to talk about that, but maybe you know. So anyway, I'm like, wait a minute. See, I get confused sometimes. Oh, that's hot. Hello, Robin. Okay, so today we're getting ready for our Luminess Beauty Conference. And so that's where a lot of my time is going right now. So I'm going to be here at 10 and 3. So we're going to split it today. And so I will be on at 10 and 3. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn these lights on. No wonder I look dark. Oh, look how much better that looks. Hold on. I have to see it go on now. We're like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, Cindy, good morning. There is a challenge going on for my Luminous Beauties. And I'll talk about it at 3:30 today on that, on my Heather Live, on Luminous Beauty. But I'm sure you can also reach out to somebody and they'll tell you. But yeah, we do have our challenge for our Luminous Beauty. Hey, Muzi. Hey, Evelyn, how are you? So glad you called me. So again, guys, just those of you who are just now joining, we're going to do today at 10 and 3. I'm going to split it up a little bit and do 10 and 3 Central Time. So we are going to start the makeup. Oh, I said start the music. We're going to start the makeup, and then I'll finish the look at 3, and then 3:30 is my Heather Live. For our Luminous Beauties. All right. I did make my list, Musette, and I forgot to add Boosted. Yeah, I did. I did. I believe, Cindy, it was last Tuesday. It was Jana and I for last Tuesday. You can go watch that. Thank you. That's a good idea. If you're a Luminous Beauty and you do not know about the challenge, go to the Luminous Beauty page, watch last Tuesday, not this week, last Tuesday. No, what am I thinking? This Tuesday. Hold on, I have to have more coffee. Okay, go to Tuesday. Jana and I did a live chat for product and promo, and it's on there. So if you don't know about the challenge, go there. Yeah, girl, Musa, if you even knew what was going on. Ooh, we have a new viewer on YouTube. What's your dream package for the Luminous? Both of my wives and I would want the airbrush makeup at live events. Well, it sounds like you're a busy person there. So yeah, the way our kids are now, Ernest, I'm going to call you Ernest. you'll want to reach out to a Luminess Beauty, and then there's a kit that comes with it. So you have your system, and then it does come with makeup. So Ernest, I would definitely reach out to a Luminess Beauty. And if you actually come to our Facebook page at Luminess Cosmetics and like the page, you can do it. You can find out one of our Luminous Beauty consultants are on there, and you can definitely, or you can just type in or use the link that Musette just put down. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. All right. So on my face as of right now, hey, Cindy, I do not have foundation on. I was running late and chose not to wear it, but of course I have my brows on, and I'll swear if anybody talks about my brows, I'm going to scream. So I don't have any foundation on, and so I want to go from plain face, but I do want to just above. Hold on, let me get my makeup. What did you start with today? So I'm about to do it. Ernest. So now you will find out that if you watch our live chats that there is I can't say do this, because everybody's skin is different. A lot of our products overlap, and so it does depend on what you are needing. So one thing I would do is, if you can talk to a beauty consultant, or Musette also knows, we can figure this out. So some things that thank you, Robin. Some things that we have depending on your needs. One thing I love is our concealers. I love these concealers. They do not allow a lot of movement. Once they're on, so they're not going to settle into wrinkles and crinkles, things like that. If you do not need something that is maybe full coverage, then you can also start with our Airbrush Essentials. Now, the Airbrush Essentials, which I'm getting out right now, are going to be 3 items, but you won't need all 3 at once. Our skin changes, and so you might need it at different times. For a man putting on the airbrush makeup, because we do have several guys, I've put makeup on men all the time, for TV film print, for men that just want, to even out their skin tone. And that's the perfect thing about Luminess is, number one, it's a compressor. That's manly. But yeah, it is a compressor. You're blowing it on. It doesn't look like makeup. You're just going to look like a flawless skin. Nobody's going to know the difference. So one thing I would recommend is porcelain. Excuse me. That's going to help nourish the skin, plump up fine lines and wrinkles, and kind of prep your skin to put the foundation on. So you can use porcelain, and you'll do like 3 or 4 drops, airbrush that on, and then go straight into your airbrush foundation. Now, if you need a little coverage, maybe you have some sunspots, some redness, something like that, then I would recommend eraser, okay? Do eraser only on those certain areas, but you're going to be spraying so lightly that it just kind of looks like it's disappearing a little bit, but you're not seeing the product. That's the one thing you're going to want to practice, is pulling back on the trigger and how much product you put on. Now, if you need a little more coverage, we're going to get into X out, because that does come in 3 different shades. So I'm going to start with this one. This is a concealer that we have. This is, it's Illusion, right? Nude Illusion Concealer. Now, again, this does not allow a lot of movement, so I do work like in steps. So I can do that and then move it around, and I put it on my lids because it does make for an amazing base, or an amazing primer. and I have dark circles or darkness on my lids. And so this evens it out. Now, if they were a little bit lighter, could I spray airbrush? Sure can. Again, guys, there's always another way to do it, okay? Okay. Yeah, Dawn loves eraser. I think like because there's so many different options, like our favorites change all the time. All right, now I'm going to put this underneath my eye. Hello, Patel. How are you? Hi, Marissa. I'm looking up so I can get this right underneath my eye. But notice that I'm blotting this in. I am not pulling on my eye. Danica, my baby, how are you? And now I'm going to do this side. But again, notice that I am working it. I'm working it a section at a time. If I put a swipe here and a swipe here and then work that in, by the time I got to here, it would dry and it would be very difficult to move. So that's why I do it a little bit at a time. Okay, I want to show you something really quick too. Hold on one second. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I just want to make sure it's not. So for some reason, or maybe it's because I do, I have, hi. Hold on, let me get this right. Okay. Can y'all see if you can see it on there. See this right here? So for some reason it's swollen or it's showing a bag, something like that, right? So I'm making sure that it is blended in. Hey, Kelly. Yay. Thank you, Kelly. I'm so glad you joined us. Guys, if you are Luminess Beauty, make sure you jump to the Luminess Cosmetic page. I'm sorry, the Luminess Beauty page on Facebook and hear about our challenge, okay? All right, see, you can see that a little bit. Guys, I want to talk about that because there's ways, you know how we contour and how we hide, you know, like contouring is what we want to bring in. Highlighting is what we bring out. So if I have this little guy right here that looks like I have a puffy eye, and maybe I don't have time to, you know, to do the eye zone or the vibration device or something like that. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can do this real quick. It is creating, because it's puffy, there's darkness there, okay? So it's creating a, the puffiness, it's creating the circle. If you highlight, well, live event printing on our live event. Yeah, Ernest, it just depends. If you all live together, then you can just use one system and buy the makeup. So there's a lot of different options. Again, talk to a consultant. If you want to email me, you can email me at heather@luminessbeauty.com and I can connect you to somebody and we can help you, okay? But you can reach out to somebody that's a Luminess Beauty. Dawn has some swelling under eyes. So if you do have that, and this is hard because I'm doing it in a monitor, but highlight where the crease is. Okay? Because if it's puffiness, we're creating Luminous Musette, Luminess Beauty. Luminess Beauty. Heather at Luminess Beauty. If there's puffiness, it's because there's a shadow. It's creating the crease. So if I go in there and just highlight at the crease, then it should look a little better. But it's hard for me to see. But I don't want it to look cakey. So that's the one thing. So what I'll probably end up doing is airbrushing over that. Because I think even pulling on my eye can create, if it's, you know, if you're puffy and you're pulling, but it is better. It is better. So what I'll end up doing, let's go in, even though I do have concealer here, I'll go in with the concealer, the CC concealer. Thank you, Muzi. I'm going to put a couple of drops. All right, so now I'm just kind of patting that in, and I don't know necessarily if I like looked in the mirror first, and yeah, it's definitely better. If I looked in the mirror first and saw the puffiness, I probably would have used Velvet Veil and the CC concealer, because the Velvet Veil is going to it's going to help perfect it. And then I feel like if I'm puffy, using this just kind of makes it worse. I mean, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to use a little bit of the CC concealer. Oh, and yeah, that's another one. Boost It, because Boost It does kind of tighten the skin a little bit. I'm using it I'm not actually going up all the way, but I'm going to blend that down. And blend this down. Notice that I don't stay in one spot too long. So even if I was spraying this under my eyes, I would go spray, spray, move it down. Spray, spray, move it down. You don't want to do spray, spray, stop, because it's not blended. So spray, spray, moving it down, spray, spray, moving it down. What you're going to want to practice is barely pulling back on this trigger. Oh, the CC concealer is our airbrush concealer. Okay, so yeah, I'm already out of that. The CC concealer is the airbrush concealer. So this is in that coverage area, a little higher coverage. This is going to be for full coverage. It's equivalent to the peach color or the color correctors, except it is flesh color. So you're going to get a color that is your shade. I used light beige. Now, because I use the CC concealer under my eyes, and for this coverage, I want to go half a step up in color and not as dark, because we definitely want this highlighted. This is a highlight area here, not a dark area. And that's pretty obvious because of the fact that you don't want dark circles. All right, now I'm using shade 3 in Silk 4-in-1. It's turning on my system. Now, when I get to foundation, I'm going to put it about 4 finger widths away. I'm going to keep moving and barely pull back on the trigger. If you see it going on, you're spraying too hard. If your skin is wet or tacky, you're spraying too hard. So that's why it's important to practice. And when you get your system, you're going to get it out. You're going to put water in here and just play with the water. Go around your face, pull back, lightly pull back on the trigger, and see how it feels. Okay? So if I go in here, I'm barely pulling back. I'm not racing. This guy is very precise. I'm going to go in here, go on my forehead. And that's the great thing about Luminess is that I can cover what needs to be covered and then blend out the rest. So if I don't have a lot to cover on my forehead, guess what? I don't need a lot of makeup there. Most of my makeup is here, but you can't tell the difference. With traditional makeup, you most certainly can tell the difference. If I did light coverage here and all my coverage down here with the traditional makeup, you'll be able to see that like crazy. But with Luminess, you're not going to see that. Your skin's going to look so fresh, so flawless, but people are not going to understand. They're going to go, oh my gosh, you look amazing. What'd you do? How many people have been accused of having work done because they look amazing? I tell you guys all the time that we have teachers that use this. One that started using it in the summer, went back and was accused of having work done. So we know it happens. And we know that it looks amazing. Okay, before I finish real quick. So I just sprayed. I have my Kleenex. I want to hurry. Nothing. Guys, that is how light you're spraying, okay? And how it should dry instantly. If you're not there, just know that that's where you want to get. See, I think I have some. I got a unit about a month ago. Only used it about 3 times. What? I have thyroid. Brenda, you should use it more. You will love it. We do have people that start using it and they're like, oh, I use it for special occasions. No, ma'am. Guys, this is not making you look younger sitting in the box or sitting in a drawer. This is not helping your skin sitting in a box. Think about this. If you have scarring, if you have acne, if wrinkles and crinkles, that constant pull that you're doing to your face every day when you're using traditional makeup is not helping you at all. You do not have to be a scientist. You do not have to be a rocket scientist. You do not have to be whatever. If I can put makeup on my skin and look amazing and not touch my face, you don't have to be a smarty pants to understand that that's going to be better than every day touching your face with a dirty sponge or a brush or a blah, 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 or your hands and how it gets everywhere and it just feels gross. Luminess, you're able to spray this on and it looks amazing. Dawn, exactly. Do the 7-day challenge. Use it 7 days in a row. If you bought it because you have things to cover, it might take you a little more time. Know that everything is done in passes. Brenda, if you have acne scars, don't sit there and go in one area. You're covering it like you would with traditional makeup. With Luminess, it's making passes. You can use the CC concealer. You can use the peach color, whatever. You can go in, make your passes. Wait a second. Make the passes, do the foundation. It's about making passes and building up that coverage. But the more you have this guy in your hand, the more you're going to learn, the more you're going to love it. Plus the fact we have these live chats, you're going to come back, you're going to ask me questions. You can say, Heather, I did this, this, and this, and it's still blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be able to tell you what happens. I always tell you guys this. I wish I could go to everyone's house that purchases a system and show you how to airbrush. I guarantee you will love it. Hands down, guarantee you will love it. If you are not loving it, if it is not doing what you want it to do, you're doing something wrong. Bottom line, end of sentence, okay? So don't get frustrated. Just know that we need to tweak something. That is why I come to you every single day, Monday through Friday, almost, I didn't come yesterday, but almost, to be here for you to ask me questions. I want you to have my knowledge. Use me. Okay. I guarantee you are not going to ask me a question that someone else hasn't asked me or someone else hasn't gone through. Okay. So don't think it's new. Okay. We've had all kinds of people. We've had non-makeup people to makeup artists, everything. It's doable. Okay. But it has to be in your hand. You have to use it. You can't say, oh yeah, I drive, and never been behind a wheel of a car. You're going to wreck, right? Same with airbrush. The first time you did traditional makeup, you weren't an expert. I guarantee. I have a 4-year-old. She's not very good at putting on makeup, but actually she pretty much is. She's getting better. But again, practice. Oh, thank you, Brenda. It doesn't feel like you have makeup on. That's exactly right. It makes it, I mean, it just feels like not, and I love asking this question because people are like, oh, are you wearing it? I'm like, do I look like I have a lot of makeup on? And they're like, no. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Guys, I don't just do this and go home and put on regular makeup. I truly believe in Luminess and this airbrush makeup. It does what it says it's going to do. There's no smoke and mirrors here. It does what it says it's going to do. And if it's not, then you come back and you ask your questions. We will make sure that it's going to do that. Oh, Danica, there are a lot of stars. They used it on Pirates of the Caribbean. They've used it in a lot of different, and there are a lot of stars that use Luminess. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, cool. Yay. All right, guys. That is it for today. 3 o'clock. I'll be back on. We'll do eyes, cheeks, contouring. I do want to add lips though. I'm going to add lips on my own. I'll have some lips on just because I don't have anything else on. And then I'll be back here at 3 Central Time to finish the look. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very soon. All right. Bye for now.